Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where and when you are watching this video from. I'm Sylvia Benson, and I've been having these thoughts in my head. I've always wanted to do this video, but because of one or two. But this evening now, I just want to do it. Please listen to the end of this video, okay? Why I want to do this video is to encourage people that are living with HIV. HIV is not a death sentence. And I also want to correct the impression of those that always stigmatize people that are HIV positive. There are so many deadly diseases out there. There are so many deadly diseases that are worse than HIV. But in this part of the world where we live in, once people get to know that you are HIV positive, they start avoiding you, start doing a lot of things. HIV is not a death sentence. It's only AIDS that is a death sentence. That is why it's advisable that you go to the hospital and get yourself checked. If you go to a private lab, you pay for it. But if you go to a government hospital, almost all government hospital has HIV center, and the test is absolutely free. Do you know that hepatitis B is worse than HIV? And if you have hepatitis B, even if they want to control it so that you can live longer, because it has to do with your liver, you have to be on drugs for the rest of your life, the same way someone that is HIV positive has to be on drugs for the rest of his or her life. And the good thing about HIV is, if the person is taking his drugs regularly, his viral load reduces. It cannot infect anybody. You cannot get infected by that person unless the person is not taking his medication. Hepatitis B is even worse, because HIV, you get to contact HIV through sexual intercourse, through the sharing of sharp objects. But hepatitis B is not like that. You can contact hepatitis B through sweat, cough. Hepatitis B is more worse. Cancer is more deadly than HIV. But in this country where we live in, once you have HIV, everybody wants to run away from you. I know of so many people that have lived with HIV for more than 20 years of their life, and if you see them, you will not even know that, oh, these people has this thing. And even when I went to the hospital, I made some of my research, and I met some of the patients, and we were talking. There are so many people, they look very healthy, and that is why even when I was discussing with the doctor, it was like, be careful, it's not written on forehead. A lot of people has these things. You won't know, because if they tell you this is their status, you start judging them, you start condemning them. There are so many diseases out there worse than HIV. HIV is the least of our problems. You are condemning somebody that has HIV. You don't want to be close to that person because the person is positive. What about someone that has kidney failure? Do you know kidney kills faster than HIV? Unless the person is from a rich home, his or her family can afford another kidney for him or pay a donor. What about those people that are living with heart disease? Do you know for one to get a heart transplant, a life must be taken? Someone that is living with heart disease, heart failure, for that person to live, another life has to go, because they have to harvest someone's heart and put in that person's heart. But yet you see nothing wrong in that. You condemn HIV more than so many diseases, so many things that are happening, that are taking people's life every blessed day. I just want you people to have a different mindset about life. There are people, I met a woman who told me that she has been living with this HIV for 25 years of her life at the hospital. It's so unfortunately that I can't post anybody because of stigmatization and all of that. But I want to plead with you. If you know anyone that is positive, you show the person love, show the person care. You can't contact it by hugging the person. You can't contact it by eating together with the person. You can't contact it by doing so many activities with the person, unless through knacking, or you share a sharp blade or needle with the person. That is when the person's viral load is still very high, because if the person is taking his drug the way his physician told him to, even if mistakenly you share a sharp object with the person, he will not get it. Please, you people should just stop this stigmatization. Even some of you people out there judging people, avoiding people you know that they have this thing. Some of you are positive and you don't know it, because this is a sickness that can live in your body. This is a disease that can live in your body for 10 to 12 years without showing. You won't even know that you have this thing before it will graduate from HIV-1 to HIV-2, then before AIDS. Some people get to find out they have these things when it has already turned to AIDS, where it has no cure. Even the stage of management, managing it is, the chances of managing it is very narrow. Stop stigmatizing people because of what they are going through. Nobody deliberately infected him or herself with this disease. Some people got it at the barbing salon. Some people got it at the hairdresser salon. Some people got it for sexual intercourse. Some people got it from the hospital. Even I was speaking with the Reverend sister, because she's a nurse, and we were talking, and she was like, this thing, you don't have to judge people by it. Some people get these things at the hospital. Because some of these our practitioners, some of them are careless. Some of these doctors, some of these nurses are careless. Some people get all these things, just that it can't be traced where you get it from. Some people get contacted at the hospital, not because they're living a careless life or something. I'm just here to beg you people, stop stigmatizing people. I know of some celebrities that years back they came out and said something like they were positive and all of that, and after some time they stopped giving them role. People started avoiding them and all of that. Even the problem in your body, most people, they have more deadly disease living in them more than that HIV that they are criticizing. You are criticizing someone that has HIV. You want the person to start thinking the person's BP will rising up. What about those with cancer? Does cancer has a cure? What about those living with leukemia? What about those living with heart failure, constant heart failure? What about those living with kidney diseases that are from a poor home? They can't afford the treatment, the dialysis. What about those living with hepatitis B, hepatitis E?